I have people that fight with me on social media, which I find to be funny. Think of how far we've devolved as a society, folks, that typing in capital letters and exclamation points is now a fight. I am the youngest of 9 children with 4 older brothers. Trust me, typing in capital letters would have been a welcome reprieve from the fights that I endured. I'll give you one further. I was named Damian in 1978 when a movie about a child of the devil came out. You think that I know a thing or two about fighting? I can fight. Yet they type their capital letters to me, the anti-ag crowd, because I'll tell you it like it is. We make some mistakes. We do some things wrong. Aquifer depletion, possibly. Water contamination, not bad anymore, but we were pretty bad at it. Look at what we're doing. So I'm willing to admit our mistakes and be honest, and you should also, about this industry. Right now, why should you care? And I heard them say, why should you care about genetically engineered food crops? First off, we're not going to get into the safety stuff, because environmentalism is a new trigger. Environmentalism is the new trigger. It is the religion of the millennials and the Gen Z folks. My mom's place at the pew at St. Peter and Paul Catholic Parish is not being replaced. That's not me making a judgment. Do this research. Organized religion is losing membership. My mom's dead, she ain't being replaced at that pew. But that doesn't mean people don't still have a cause. And the cause that they will adopt might be environmentalism. Now, what's that mean? Well, it means they go to Whole Foods and sign petitions. It means they march against Monsanto. Thank God they changed the name, so now they're marching against aspirin, which is really kind of funny to me. Let me just give you a thought on that. You heard in the introduction, you saw in the introduction, because some of my detractors that don't like my stance as a pro-modern agriculture person, they say mean things to me online, and I have these things. For instance, I've done a lot of work for pork industry, and I was at a pork event years ago. You just say whatever because they pay you money. You know those factory farms are inhumane, the way they crowd and corral and push and prod those poor animals in those little teeny spaces. I said, have you ever been to Disney World? You better go down and protest how they treat the tourists, okay? You know it's inhumane to put those pigs in those little teeny crates. I said, I was in a crib until I was 6 years old. Where were you then? And of course, my favorite that you guys saw up there, and it's going to have to change because of the company's name change, but I've been called about every couple of months by an unimaginative anti-ag person that doesn't like my positioning. They say things like, you're just a mouthpiece for Monsanto. Anybody ever been called that besides me? You just get paid, you get paid by those companies. You just go out there and you just say whatever you want because you're a mouthpiece for Monsanto. And I always correct these detractors and I say, I am not a mouthpiece for Monsanto. I also do paid gigs for BASF, Dow DuPont, and Syngenta. Occasionally even Valent and some of the smaller companies too. I'm not a mouthpiece for Monsanto, dear protester. I'm what you call a whore to the highest bidder.